Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've been wanting to do this high school advice thingamajig for a very long time. I've always wanted to do it because I always felt that I have different advice that a lot of people don't usually say in their videos, and I feel like these are different and maybe more useful than how other people say theirs. But I'm not the first one who did this, of course. And what? I'm not the first one who did these type of videos, and so if the facts I say are have already been spoken, sorry, but I feel like I don't see the ones I'm about to say enough in these videos, or at least at all, because I watch these videos a lot, because a lot of YouTubers I follow or subscribe to, that's the YouTube word, a lot of these people I subscribe to and who does this, they don't really say these things and I'm about to say now. But yeah, I'm gonna be saying them, so hopefully it helps you all. But blah, 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 blah. Sorry for the fan noise. It's hot and I don't want to turn off the fan, so I'm gonna be talking a little louder than usual, just so I can talk over the fan or whatever. And also sorry for the lighting, because I've been planning to do this video all day. I woke up at like 10 in the morning, and now it is 6 o'clock, so the sun is going away. And yeah, so sorry if the light changes or whatever, like that's life. But okay, so this video is for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, pretty much, because middle schoolers, I guess you could say. This advice is for you all who are in those grades, because I feel like these is going to help you get through your high school years when you get there. This is not for anybody who's already in high school, because it's too late. You're in it. There is no corners to take. Like, it's over. I'll make advice for y'all later, and I'm like, I feel so cool because I'm a junior. Well, I'm about to be a junior next month. Yeah, next month when school year start back up. So I'm like, I feel like this advice is gonna be helpful because I kind of been through those two hard grades, which is freshman and sophomore. I feel like those two grades are kind of hard because freshman year, this is new to you. You just got in here, and it's totally different from what we have been usually doing, which is elementary school and middle school. I feel like that's hard. Then your sophomore year is hard because it's not just the freshman year is like baby steps or babying you and all that. So that's why that one's hard, because it's new. And then sophomore year is hard because they let go of that little babyifying leash and it lets you free, and now mistakes you make is on you. When you was a freshman year, if you made a mistake, they'd be like, okay, you're a freshman, this is new to you. But when you get sophomore year, ain't no baby no more. They treat you like everybody else in the school, like the juniors and seniors. So those two are hard to me. I did 2. This is 4. But these 2 are hard to me. Were hard for me personally, and I hope my junior year will be better and I'm going to actually be smarter about the things I do. But that's whatever. That's another time, another topic to talk about. But this one is high school advice, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, middle schoolers. And I have 5 tips for you all. I got it in my little notebook. My, what is this? Oh, my Incredibles. You see her? Yes, the best. My Incredibles diary. I wrote in my diary for like 1, 2, 3 pages, and I never wrote it in again. So I was like, might as well use it to write some, what you call this, tips. You see all them tips? It's only 5, so anyway, my first tip is middle schoolers should focus on their math and science classes. Now this advice that I'm saying right now, this first tip would have been really important if I would have heard it, and it would have helped me out a lot. Oh my god, like that pop is so strong. Okay, so that tip right there, I wish I would have heard that when I was in that grade, which mainly this is for 8th graders. No, this is for all the 6th, 7th, and 8th, but 8th graders, they usually tend to reflect back on the 8th grade year more than they do it for the 6th and 7th, because that goes way too far back. But for my math and science classes in 8th grade year, they did come back for me in freshman and sophomore year now. Like, mainly the math, I'm not gonna lie, math really came back at you, because when you go to your science classes in freshman and sophomore, they kind of reteach. They have a new thing they're teaching you, which is like freshman year for me was biology, and she taught you everything. It's nice to have something to kick back on with some more regular knowledge of science, which everybody has their own little thing, like what is a cell and cell membrane, like those things that always stick with you, which is good because you've been doing that. You've been learning about cells and stuff from the jump, like elementary all the way to middle school. So that backbone is already built in, you know, for all your science classes. Like, that's all you need. Everything else will be reteach you. Like biology, she's gonna teach you again. Chemistry, which is sophomore year, they're gonna teach you because it's a new thing to learn. But math is a whole different story. Like, they are reflecting back on that math class. Like, math is not something that you restart like science is, because there's so many different science and not so many maths. Like math, like it stacks on. Like, it does not just wipe clean and add on. It legit adds it on, like up and up and up and up. What you learn from first grade, you're gonna take it to second grade. What you learn from second grade, they're gonna take it into third grade. What you learn from sixth grade, they're gonna take it into seventh, and so on. Like, it's gonna keep moving. Like, this never going to go away. Whatever you learn in math class on all your journey through school, it's never going to disappear. So always hold on to it and always focus on that a lot more than you do on everything else. Like, history is history. Like, it's history. History doesn't change. You just learning different pieces of it at a time. And it's like, that's not hard at all. You get in a book and you read, okay, I know what's going on. But math, I feel like math tops everything with the difficulty. Language arts and stuff, just like science is, you already have that backbone of knowing what a noun, pronoun is, stuff like that. You already have that to take with you to high school. But that math, okay, so for you 8th graders, because mainly the math of 8th grade is what's going to be taught in your high school. So those common factors, those greatest common factors, those least common factors, those fractions, that little and more. I don't know all of them by the top of my head. 8th grade year was a long time ago for me, for my brain to like hang on to. But I know everything I need to know now, so I don't know nothing no more from that grade, except for the little pieces. But those things I just said, those come back in your freshman year. Your freshman math, he gonna hit you with that, okay, so we're gonna do this. But oh yeah, you need to find the greatest common factor first and revert this fraction into a decimal first. You can be like, wait a minute, revert this fraction into a decimal? Are you gonna teach us that? And he gonna be like, no. And he's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna teach you that. And he's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna teach you that because you already have learned that in your 8th grade and 7th grade year. What is that?
Join the army.
Okay.
So when you get there, oh my god, can y'all get out? So basically, what you learn in your 8th grade, basically
Are you actually making a video while we're talking?
I'm trying to. Basically, what you learn in your 8th grade math will come back. So that stuff, they will not be reteaching that when you get. Can y'all close the door? I lost what I was going to say, because those crackheads was coming big here. But oh yeah, so like about what I was saying, I forgot the whole little skit I was saying. Like, he was teaching you a lesson, he's like, okay, we're gonna do this, whatever lesson he's teaching, but you have to find the greatest common factor in it, and he can be like, okay, revert this fraction into a decimal. You're not gonna know what to do because you probably wasn't focused in the 8th grade year because you didn't expect it to come back. Well, just let you know, it comes back. So remember, please, it's gonna make your sophomore your freshman or sophomore year so much easier because you won't have to relearn a grade in a grade. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're in freshman year, you won't have to go back and pick up everything from 8th grade year while you're also trying to pick up everything new from freshman year, which is hard. So, like, just keep less stress on yourself and just try to retain that 8th grade information as much as possible. And keep them notes too, because don't throw them away thinking they just trash, because they not trash. They need it. Okay, so number 2, ask questions. Plain, flat, and dry. Ask questions no matter what. Let me move this. A notification about them. Anyway, ask those questions. Now, I know there's situations where people come at you wrong for asking questions like, oh my god, this is so easy, like, why don't you understand this? And you just like, well, I don't understand it. You may understand it and I don't. Okay, so let me tell you something. That never happened to me when I was in my middle school years. When I got to high school, and oh my god, I've always been myself, but when certain people rub you the wrong way, I just went off. Like, it's too much. Sophomore year for me, with these question asks and the people be like, I know what I'm doing, that was the worst for me. I remember I was in my freaking geometry class and my teacher was teaching something and I'm all the way in the back. Put the person in the back with the glasses on. I can see, but I'm just saying, whatever. But I was in the back and I got my friend on the side of me, my other friend on the side of me, we laughing or whatever. But I could joke. I'm the type of person who can joke with my friends and still listen to like what is going on. So that wasn't the reason why I was confused. But I was so confused. Like, geometry was so confusing until the end. Like, the end was so easy, but the beginning was like, what is this garbage? But so I remember I asked questions every day in that class. Okay, so like I'd be like, okay, why does A go before C in the variable thing? Like, what blah blah blah, whatever we was talking about. And oh yeah, we was talking about, it was like cosine and sine and all that. Y'all gonna know, y'all see it, y'all gonna get there. If y'all already there, then you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, okay, what? It's called Sakatoa, that's how you remember it all. But I was like, okay, I was asked a question about it, and then this one dude, if you go to my school, you already gonna know who I'm talking about because I probably told you about him. But he, like, oh my god, this is so easy. He was saying, oh my god, this is so easy. Like, how don't you get this? Like, it's stupid easy. Okay, well, it's not stupid easy for me. Like, move on. Like, he's so freaking smart. Why are you in a regular class? Go to something. Like, okay, like, I hate kids like that. Like, boy, okay, you get it, but not everybody else is here get it. And that's what you need to have the mindset is when you in middle school. Like, they like, oh my god, this is so easy. You should know what you're doing. Okay, this ain't easy for me. Just because you get it, I mean, I get it. I'm not gonna fail because you think it's easy. I need to pass as well. I need to think it's easy just like you. So hush. Say that. Because, like, don't be letting nobody, just because you see them talking about somebody else, like, oh, it's easy, whatever. You know what I mean? Discourage you from asking the question because you're going to be the one who is at a loss. So because you didn't ask that question, that's going to need you for that test, and that test is going to help you pass, and you're going to need that question for high school. So wipe them kids off, with that big mouth and talking all that. If you don't get it, if they was smart and they really was mature, they would not be asking you why you asking this question. It's so easy. They wouldn't be acting like that. So they'll be feeling bad when you treat them because they need to get treated. No lie. Okay? Do me a favor and treat them. So basically, just don't bring any questions from middle school into high school because these teachers are not going to go over all that over again. They are not middle school teachers. They're elementary school teachers. These are high school teachers. They are trying to move on. They have a curriculum, whatever you call it. They have a thing that is set out. Each lesson is set out for the year. You asking them to reteach something that you should already remember from the past. They're not going to do that because that is interfering with the lesson plan for the year. They have a certain time schedule they're supposed to stay on these whatever fractions, this, that, whatever. They don't have time to do that. So number 3 is get out of your shell, do activities. Now, this is a so-so because for me, when I was in middle school, I didn't find any activities that interested me. Like, I've always wanted to do like student council, but once I got in it, it really wasn't for me. Like, peer mediation, like that's the type of stuff I had in my school was peer mediation and student council, and like math club or whatever, but I wasn't interested in none of that. Peer mediation is based on when you telling people, like, when there's a conflict between a student or so, you bring them both into the peace circle. Well, that's what we call it. It's a peace circle. And you pass around this object. And when you have the object, like this level law, so you pass around the object. If you have the object, you get to speak and you pass it to the next person. And that's how you resolve problems. But I was not interested in hearing about nobody's problems. I was not interested in student council at all. But I was in student council for 1 year just to, like, I wanted to, like, decorate the dances for the 8th grade because I was in 7th grade. But that's the only time, like, nothing was interesting to me. So if you're one of those kids who can't find any interesting things in your middle school and elementary school kids, what? If you cannot find any activities that are interesting for you in your middle school and elementary school, then don't do anything. But if there is something interesting, or at least a slight bit, just try it, you know? Just give it a taste. Like, put your toe in the water. Like, I didn't like student council, but I tried it. At least I said I did it. But, yeah. So that's why I said it's, like, so. Like, it could be, this is, like, not really a tip, but it is a tip. So try to get out your shell, because when you get to high school, they gonna start throwing in your head that you need to do activities because it looks good on your record. To have done all this stuff, like you was a kid who liked everything and enjoyed everything, it looks good. Because you go to college, when they looking at your stuff, person A and person B, both kids have great grades, but what makes these two kids different from each other? Oh, this kid just got good grades, but oh yeah, this kid got grades, but they've been doing this, and this. Oh, I want them because they're unique. You want to be that kid that they pluck out because they're different. So try to do something. Either if you don't find anything there, I'm pretty sure you're going to find something in high school. So I guess just wait till you get that spark, because my spark was when I found color guard. I love color guard so much. It's basically band, but the flag part, you know, you're marching and stuff. That was my thing. That was my shell breaker. Even though I didn't really have a shell, because I always been like out there. But that was my activity that I loved. And I'm going to take that all the way throughout my whole high school year, which I have done. I made the team in freshman year, and I'm still in it until this day, and I'm going to be in it until the end. And it's just something I enjoy doing. There's something for everybody in high school. So if you didn't find it there, I hope you find it in your high school years. Oh, okay. So number four is when you get to high school, you will learn who your real friends are and who aren't. Why did I put that? You're going to learn who your real friends are and who is not your real friends. And I feel like this is important. I don't think, okay, this is my opinion. I'm just not the person who really takes that to heart like some people does. So when something like that happens to me, I just wipe it off. But I know today that it's not everybody is like me, and not everybody can just wipe off something. Because friends, I cannot talk like, this is a lot of talking for me. This is 18 minutes of me just straight talking. Okay, so I have learned that everybody is different and everybody just can't wipe it off, because I know now that friends do impact your life and make a difference. Friends make high school better, and everything makes school better, period. Because half of the time I did not like school. I love school in elementary school. When I got to middle school, when it started getting hard, I did not like school. But the people who kept me going was my friends. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to take this test. I mean, I'm finna go talk to my friend Ashley. We could have been joking. Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, you get to high school, you look forward to seeing those certain people. And, yeah. And, you know, that's one tip. The certain people you look forward to seeing is the people who you're going to, like, forever going to be friends with. And those are the real ones, basically. If they don't be in your mind when you walk in that building, like, oh, my God, where's she? Where's he? Where's so-and-so? If they not on your mind right when you walk in that building, they not ever going to be on your mind. And they're not really your friend. They just your associate. And that's one thing about you middle schoolers and elementary schoolers. Not really elementary school, because y'all have all your friends. Y'all all just out there. But you gotta learn the word friend and associate. You gotta learn the difference between those two. And you really need to have it down packed before you get to high school. Because one of y'all who are like sensitive to that stuff and it really hurts you when you lose a friend, make sure you know the difference between associate and friends. A friend is somebody who you always talk to, you do birthday parties with, talk to, all that junk. I don't even know how to describe it, but I know how to describe it as associate. So associate is somebody you talk to when you need some, and somebody you just saying hey to. Somebody who keeps you company when you don't have your real friends around. Pretty much. You do that type of stuff with that friend, that associate. You never talk to them again. You don't even speak to them. You pass them in the hallway. They is not your friend. That's your associate. You're being a user. You're either getting used or they using you. That's what associate relationship is. They use you when they real friends ain't around, and you use them when your real friends ain't around. That's that. When your real friends is around, you gonna know. And I feel like I can't really explain that enough. Like, I don't know how to get any deeper into that, but you will know when you get to high school. Relationships like boyfriend, girlfriends, friendships, all that is gonna hit. And when you lose them and when you gain them, don't let it affect your schoolwork, because you get to school, you are not there for them friends, you're not there for them boys, you're not there for them girls. You was there to learn. Repeat. He was not there for them for them friends, not there for them boys, you're not there for them girls. You was there to learn and get out. That is all you was there for. Learn, get out, and have fun. But not too much fun to where your school turns into not as important as the relationships is, because no, you're not there for that. It's a pleasure to have it there, but it's not what you're there for. Okay? What is the 5? Oh, don't start off school with extra supplies like you did in middle school. Now, this is going to be brief. It's not going to be that much of talking, but basically, you know how you was in elementary school and middle school? It was those cute little extra, it's like extra unnecessary stuff that you get because you're like, oh my god, I'm so excited for school. Like, whoa, I can't wait to get here. I'm telling you, excitement for school goes down as school year goes. And it's crazy because, like, you would think it would go up, but honestly, it gets hard, so it goes down. But when you're young, you're like, oh my god, I'm ready to go to school. Like, I'm ready to see my friends. I'm ready to see who teacher I'm finna have. I'm finna have her. I remember her from last year. Like, you finna get all them colorful notebooks and unicorns and erasers that look like foods. I don't even know, do they even sell those erasers that look like foods anymore? I don't know. But you finna get the erasers that looks like food, that you can break apart, add together like toys. You finna get all these sparkly. I'm not saying you couldn't get sparkly stuff. I'm saying you're getting all the extra stuff, like toyish stuff, whatever. You could get like 10 paper, like 10 binders, 10 notebooks. I want this color stuff, this color stuff. Oh my god, I need this. I want those unicorn. I don't know, like all this not childish, but kid stuff. When you get to freshman year, I got all that stuff. But when I noticed you don't really need anything, like you need something. Don't get me wrong, you need stuff. All I needed to bring for my freshman year was a pencil, like a couple of folders, which some folders get towed up anyway, but a couple of folders and a couple of notebooks. Did I already say notebooks? Notebooks, folders, and a pencil. I don't know how this goes for everybody, but you know how you really need composition notebooks because that's what they want you to take notes in? All of my teachers gave me a composition notebook for each of their classes because they want to have it. They have it color coded for each period of class there is. And I was in like 5th period class will have a red notebook, 7th period would have a blue one, 1st period would have a green one. Like, they do that for a reason. So they supplied the notebooks to us, which is our composition notebooks. So like, I bought something not knowing that they was gonna do that for us, but I wish I didn't. But that's all you need. Like, you don't need that extra stuff, the erasers, like. Yeah, like, I'm talking about the kids stuff. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, don't get those extra supplies. You most likely are not going to touch those things. Like, we're not about the looks. Like, don't really think too hard about the colorful looks and stuff. Like, yes, cute to have. Everybody loves the colorful notebooks that there's a holographic notebooks and stuff. Like, yeah, they're cute, but that's in the past. Like, freshman year, maybe you're like, oh my god, I still want this. But once you get a sophomore, junior, freshman, senior, it's gonna get dull. Like, you're gonna be walking in that mug with a book bag with 2 notebooks in it and a pencil. And then once school year goes on, if they say, okay, now you need to go get a what's that called? A ruler or what is that called? A compass. You need to get something. They go tell you when the school year comes on, or that they mostly supply it to you. Like, to be honest, like, if you're on a budget with school supplies and you like, okay, school supplies or clothes, get them clothes or something. Get them clothes, get your hair done, do something else, because they mainly supply you everything you need in school. Knowing, because they know probably kids like some kids can't afford or whatever, but I'm like, shoot, I can't, and they give it to you. Like, they supply the glue, they supply the notebooks, they supply pencils, they supply folders. Like, they did it. So don't go in there with all this extra stuff if you don't have the money to get this extra school supplies. Do not stress over it, because they mostly supply it for you. Like, this is my school, but if your school does not do that, just go low on the school supplies. Like, get the necessary stuff, but don't get the unnecessary stuff, because that's gonna be a waste. Yeah, that's those are 5. And I want to say one more thing. I know it all sounds bad and the whole it may be hard or whatever, but when you do these things I was saying about these, like, ask these questions, know all this stuff, like when you in elementary school and middle school, 8th grade is the most important. So I'm talking about the 8th graders. You need to have that solid, hard packed in your head. Like, make sure you know everything you need to know for there. Don't leave there still confused on a subject that happened in 8th grade year, because once you do, it's gonna mess you up. Now, when you know everything and you feel like you can make it, you are going to do so well when you get to high school. Something I wish I would have known. So I hope this helped you. And I know this video is long, but it's whatever. Thank you all for watching this video. I really hope that this helped you in a certain way, or will help you in the future if you actually do these things. But yeah, comment down below, like, the ones, if it does help you, comment the ones that actually helped you or is true to you, you know. But yeah, like this video if you like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.